My name is Mishka Banuri. I am the daughter of Pakistani Muslim immigrants. And I think Utah is really overlooked when it comes to the environmental injustice issues that it faces. And we often have to look to ourselves to find those solutions. And there are a lot of local initiatives that address some of the problems, but they leave out young people and their visions and the brunt that they'll face for the climate crisis. And my organization, called Utah Youth Environmental Solutions, otherwise known as UYES, we believe that young people need to be included, trained, and educated in order for Utah to have a just future. And so we believe that the best way to do this is through intergenerational collaboration and creating spaces that is for youth and by youth. So I am Muslim, and my faith is one of the things that got me interested in environmental stewardship. In Utah, there was a conference called the Parliament of World Religions that came, and there was a whole plenary on interfaith, and I was there's a whole plenary on climate change, and I was confused about why climate change and interfaith were being talked about in the same space, but what was made clear to me was no matter the conflicts that we all have this one earth, this one place that we can all fight for. And I got involved with the organization in 2017 when they introduced legislation basically recognizing climate change, because previously the state legislature had denied climate change and saying that we didn't have enough science. And so students wrote up their own legislation and resolution acknowledging climate change, and then introduced it into the legislature and worked on it for 2 years, and then it passed. So that was the main project that we started off with working on, and now we're working on other projects now. I think a lot of what UYES is doing is motivating young people to take their actions and futures into their own hands, because a lot of people in power are not doing what they need to protect our futures. And so we're moving the conversation away from individual action, although living sustainable lifestyles is important, but also holding systems accountable and creating alternative systems that we can rely on for our future. And so the climate resolution that we passed was just the first step, and now we're using it as a way to get further action done. So now we recognize climate change, and now we actually have to do something about it. So that's mainly the work that we're doing, and also trying to support people on the front lines that are bearing the brunt of the climate impacts and extraction impacts that are already happening in Utah.